This time on the Iron Empire, I replaced some dead tyres on the Datsun 1300. Plus, I had some brand new parts thanks to the team at MaXspeeding Rods. Fun bags. Okay guys, so today we're doing a big car shuffle. A couple of weeks ago I picked up a mystery car and that went to my cousin's house, Danny, where my Datsun had been sitting for the last couple of months. He'd done a few electrical repairs on that car, rewired the switch box. So basically I dropped the vehicle off, picked the Datsun up and took it up to my block. Alright, so just moving some cars around up the block. Finally got the Datsun here after my cousin Danny done a bunch of wiring on it, thanks to Danny. So yeah, just sort of drag it up here Sunday afternoon. By the way, this is the land that I've had complaints from my neighbours. Too many cars on my land. No worries, that's cool. Okay, so fast forward a couple of weeks now and we've since worked on the Thunderbird, got this running amazing. You would have seen that in a recent video. So we're going to take this up to the block now, park this up while I pull the trim out, do some trim repairs in the near future. But for today, we're going to pick the Datsun up, bring it back down the hill and do some much needed maintenance. So let's get stuck into that today. Couldn't ask for a better day to do this. It's gonna be sick. Alright, just pulling in now. I kinda wanna stay here now that I'm bloody here. That's the problem. Pull this little Datto out. Maybe do a couple of laps on the mower. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so this is one of those cars that is just never fails me. Any time that there's been a problem, I've managed to just fix on the side of the road and get home. This is just like the pinnacle of reliability. Now this car, stone cold, hasn't moved for a few weeks, but honestly it will do this even after months. I'll show you the technique. One pump on the throttle, turn the key, and she idles. This thing is the best. This thing rules. There's so many little things I've wanted to do to it over the years. The clutch has been knackered since I've owned it. But it just keeps going. I'm not gonna touch it until it breaks. Okay, first up in the Datto is I'm getting new tyres put on this thing. Definitely my first time buying white wall tyres, that's for sure. So we'll get that sorted first up, get these tyres fitted and hopefully get rid of this wobbly steering wheel. So Elio's got me in a couple of different sizes that we can play with. while he's getting one set up, I've got to take these rear guards off. These guards are bolted to the diff and they do not move. They stay locked to the diff, so I've got to get them off before we can get the tyre off. So, bit of a mission, but we're going to get that done now while he farts around in there. Here's one other thing that makes this car unique. I wanted to have white walls on the inside of the tyre. I've never seen that before, on purpose anyway. So when the car's actually aired down, you can see the white wall sticking out through the tub. But that's going away now, so I'll have to redo that down the track. But also check out this tyre, this thing here. This tyre, I kid you not, this tyre has had metal hanging out of it for over 4 years. And it drives so wobbly, but it's never let go. So here we are, it's a big day. I'm excited to see how this thing drives. Absolute mission. Lucky I don't do it too often. It's got plenty of life in it. One more skids left in it. Alright, while Elio pops these tyres on, got the front sorted, happy with that. He's got a decent little collection himself. He just picked up this genuine 68 Super B, that coming from America. That got brought in by Neil at Classic and American Imports. He also brought in this El Camino as well, I'm pretty sure. Super clean car. And of course the Chevy pickup's pretty cool as well. And he's got another Dodge hidden out the back as well. So yeah, a lot of nice cars here today. So we've got our own car show going on. Sick. Okay guys, so next up on the Datsun, after the tyres have been done, super happy with how it drives. It actually drives beautifully now, no wobbles in the steering wheel, and it's like a different car. But now it's just a little bit of maintenance work. Now I've been lucky enough to team up with MaXspeeding Rods. They approached me and asked if there's any way they could help me on the channel, and I had a good look through their site, and there is an absolute massive range of parts for all sorts of vehicles. And funnily enough, I come across some parts that are perfect for this thing. Alright, so we're going to get into this today, open up this package that's been sent down for me, and get stuck into it. Alright, so what the guys from MaXspeeding Rods have sent me down is a couple of things. We've got this package here, and this larger package here. This is the one we're going to be working on today with the Datsun. This is something for another vehicle, but we'll open both up now anyway, and have a look around. Alright, now I know what this is already. We've got some suspension parts here. This one here is for my Fairlane, which you guys will have seen on the channel earlier. And if you haven't already, I'll put a link somewhere here to check that out. The Fairlane I've airbagged, and I want to do some adjustments to the front end. I'm not super happy with the configuration, and I'm going to try and do that with this kit here. This is actually a camber kit to change the front top shock mount, or the strut mount. These are actually for a BMW, but I want to try and utilize them on my Fairlane. As you guys know, a lot of the work I do, or nearly all the work I do, is custom stuff. So I've had to modify the front end and use different parts on that car, and that's where this is going to come in. This will be adjustable, so I can get the strut to sit in a different position to where it is now, which will in turn change all the geometry and try and get a bit more clearance. but that's going to be coming up on a future video. So we're going to pop them back in now, and we'll get into that really soon. But today, we're going to be getting stuck into this. Look, I think it's been about 6 or 7 years. So there's been a lot of Ks done on this little ute, and I'm gonna just do this as a precautionary measure. What we've got today is a brand new set of airbags. Bam. Thank you to MaXspeeding Rods for hooking me up with this. I was actually super impressed to find some airbag suspension on that site because I didn't actually know a lot about MaXspeeding Rods. Jake, who you guys would know through the channel, actually said that MaXspeeding Rods do a lot of parts that he has used, and he speaks very highly of them. So it was coincidental that the guys contacted me and asked if they could help me with the channel, and pumped on these. These are a set of 6-inch airbags. These are a direct replacement for what's in this car now. They are a different brand in this thing at the moment, but they all pretty much mount exactly the same. 2 mounting holes at the top with an air fitting at the top and a single mounting hole at the bottom. They're very universal fitment. So these are a direct replacement for what's in the car now. So I'm gonna get the front end of this car up, swap these over just purely as a maintenance precautionary measure. And then the car's good to go for another 7 years. Let's get stuck into it. All right guys, now what we're doing today is actually a super simple replacement, because obviously the airbag job is already done. This is a massive amount of work to do what's been done in here, but a simple airbag replacement should be quite a simple thing. So up top here you'll see there's an air line which runs to the valves in the back, which goes into the tank, and that simply pumps there in and inflates or deflates the airbag. It's mounted 2 holes here at the top and then 1 hole here down at the bottom. So we're going to simply pop this out and replace the new one, and then I'll put this original one aside, keep it as a spare. Okay, so that's it for the maintenance on the Datsun this time around. Absolutely stoked that I have this thing all set, ready for summer, perfect cruising car. Big thank you to Elio down at Majestic Tyres, and of course the team at MaXspeeding Rods for hooking me up with the parts to get this thing done. Now the great news is that you guys can also benefit from MaXspeeding Rods. Have been generous enough to link me up with a discount code. If you check out their website, find anything that may suit you for your next project, if you use the code EMPIRE, you will get a generous 15% off your order, and that's a huge saving. So check out the site. There could be something on the car that you're working on right now. I'll put the link in the description below so you can follow that, and also the link to the parts that I used in this video. Don't forget also to check out the online store with my new t-shirts, pumped on these things, and I'll hopefully get out some new summer merch as well, ready for the warmer months. If you haven't already, please like the video, hit me up in the comments below, and I will see you on an upcoming episode of the Iron Empire. Cheers guys.